Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this week's edition of the market review, market overview, whatever you want to call it. All right, so first, before we jump into the charts, let's have a look at what the economical calendar looks like. And we look at this for a very good reason. I've got a very specific strategy to trade these sessions. Obviously, profitable and live. And let's have a look. Monday we've got two events at just before 10 in the morning, and then Tuesday we've got, Wednesday we've got a break, Thursday we've got some quite a few there, and then Friday. So I will most probably trade all these days in this week, or at least come to the charts to look for any opportunities. Will there be opportunities every single day? I'm not sure. But there's a very specific strategy that we follow on these red folder days. So feel free to go and look at my video that I've posted, I don't know, I think 2 weeks or so ago, regarding my red folder strategy. And go through it and see how I trade it. I'll trade it live this week again, to obviously show you how I trade it, and also the videos that I make of every single day with the live trades is for journaling purposes, not financial advice. And you'll see on my YouTube channel I've got a very specific playlist for that, where I'm going to save all these videos there as part of a journal exercise. Alright, so looking at this, there's pretty much every day, almost every day except Wednesday, where we could expect something to set up to follow our strategy. But let's look at the charts and what I look for this coming week and how I see things unfolding. All right, so if we look at this daily chart of the Nasdaq, and just again guys, we're in the December contract, and this is a micro contract, so MNQZ is the new contract code, or just NQZ if you do the mini chart. Doesn't matter, both charts are the same. It's just when you take a trade, one will obviously allow you to take micros and the others minis. Alright, so we're in this chart. It's a December contract, and if you remember, or if you watch my video from last Sunday, we targeted these equal highs, and sure enough we broke through that Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So we inverted this last week, and I was expecting some sort of test of this inverted fair value gap, and then some sort of expansion into these, or a spike into these equal highs. And that's what I've traded last week, and we made some decent money on this. And now that we've done Thursday, pushed through, close strongly above these equal highs. Friday we dipped down and turned these equal highs into a support level. And I'm not teaching support and resistance here. I'm just saying, I mean, at this point it's testing. There's no inefficiency here for us to go and fill. There's an inefficiency down here, but then you have to break this inverted fair value gap. Because we inverted this fair value gap, I'm bullish, and I will look for any movement higher. And I'm not saying going all-time highs. I'm saying we've got this little gap here that's been holding price for a while now, and we're right in there. We spiked in there, so I'm expecting something this week, maybe manipulation lower to the 50% of this candle, and then close above this little gap here, trying to take these buy side. And this buy side I'm referring to is this little high here and that high there. It's fairly equal. And then obviously we've got this high just before this fair value gap. Now normally when you get these highs right under or right at any fair value gap, that's normally a very good magnet to draw price to as a liquidity pool. So I'm definitely bullish for this upcoming week. If we go Monday, spike through all of this and reverse, then it's fine. Then we'll look for something else. But we're going to have to, invert something or any inefficiencies here to drive price lower. And the reason we could expect some sort of turn to drive price lower is, if you can remember, these equal highs from May and early August that printed down here. We have not gone down there yet. When we start inverting these fair value gaps here, I thought we're gonna go and run those, but obviously we've changed direction and inverted this fair value gap, and now just going higher. So that is what I'm expecting for this week. My target is going to be all these buy side, and the reasons being is we inverted here, we've closed above these equal highs, we've testing it or turning this into some sort of support level. I need to see us close above this little gap here to then take these two buy sides into this fair value gap, at least to this 50%. Or if we close above this, then obviously we're looking to make higher highs. But be as it may, I'm not here to predict that we're making higher highs. I'm just saying, listen, where we are right now, I'm expecting price to go up here. So what would my strategy be when I go into this week? All right, so I will wait for price to open, and I will mark out the daily open across and look for price to trade below the open, and look for my entries below that open. That will give you, a good price or a good discounted price, if that's the right word to use. But it's always good, if you're bullish on a daily, you mark out the open and look for setups just below that. That's a good place to buy. And then especially if you expect price to go higher, and this little high would be your first target, and then these two buy sides up here, and then we go to 50% of this fair value gap. We might do it all in one go, or we might take the whole week consolidating to spike up there on one of these red folder days. But be as it may, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of red folder news this week, so just be careful. Don't try to predict the market too far ahead, and trade like real traders do, and wait for those opportunities. Spec out a bias for yourself, and good reason behind it. I think I've got good reason here to expect price to go higher, and not because there's liquidity here. There's liquidity down here as well, and the reason I'm expecting this to go higher is because from this low to that retracement is in a discount, and a discount we went out and we invert. And normally the target, if you go from a discount, you would normally target this high. So therefore I will look for some sort of close below the open to then wait for the New York open, and then see what opportunity there will be. And if the red folder news create a nice big wick on a 1 minute chart on both sides, it would be great to see us taking the lower liquidity first, and then target a higher liquidity, and maybe that liquidity is in line with this high or even this high here. So yeah, I hope this helps. Obviously, again, this is not financial advice. You might have a different opinion, which is great, and sometimes, or most of the times, people with different opinions still make money on both sides of the market. So all you got to do is stick to your guns on what you believe and what and obviously if you don't, this is a good guide to learn as well. And it's also good for you guys to pop some comments into the comments below if you've got any questions, if you've got any suggestions. And I'll be trying to go live and do a live stream on Monday and Tuesday this week. So feel free to jump on and see how I trade these read for the strategies, and let's see how this week unfolds. And yeah, you got to be in a position to change your direction if the market changes its direction. So have a great Sunday, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll speak to you guys on Monday. Be safe and trade well. Thanks. Bye-bye.